Today I'm sharing all the details on dinner at 1900 Park Fare, one of Walt Disney World's priciest character dining experiences. Is it worth the hefty price tag for your next trip? Stick around because I'll be breaking it all down. The buffet options, the characters you'll meet, the overall vibe of the experience, and more. So let's jump right in. 1900 Park Fare is located at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. And while some may want to avoid character dining that isn't found in the parks because it takes time to get around the resort, that really isn't an issue here because it's a breeze to get here from Magic Kingdom, thanks to the Grand Floridian's own monorail stop. They serve up breakfast and dinner, but I went for dinner, so I'll be sharing the menu for that. But if you are thinking about breakfast, the character lineup and overall atmosphere stay the same for both meals, with breakfast being a little lighter on the wallet. So what's the theme of the restaurant like? 1900 Park Fare manages to mix Victorian-inspired style with paintings of some of your favorite Disney dreamers. It's like Enchanted Charm meets Disney nostalgia, complete with the Big Bertha organ above. With all that said, this restaurant isn't huge, so you don't feel like you get lost in an oversized room. It's fancy, it's fun, and it sets the stage for a meal you won't forget. Now that we're seated, it's time to go and check out the dinner buffet. Alright, we got horseradish, house-made steak sauce, Tiana sauce, red wine au jus, mashed potatoes, glazed carrots, green beans, baked salmon, seasonal pasta, macaroni and cheese, roasted garlic sausage, curry roasted chicken, tostones, zucchini with impossible sausage, not sure what that one is, it looks like a cauliflower, jasmine rice, Tiana's gumbo, chicken noodle soup. In the kids section, we got the good stuff there. Carving station with pork loin and prime rib. Parmesan noodles, turkey meatballs, marinara sauce, buttered kernel corn, lemons, cocktail sauce, peel and eat shrimp, and mixed greens and romaine lettuce. Everything you would need to make a salad and dressings. Potato salad, broccoli slaw, couscous salad, Mediterranean kale salad, assorted cheeses, and cracked focaccia bread, roasted tomato spread, cornbread, honey butter, French rolls, whipped butter. Now that we're all dished up, and before we talk about the characters, here are some of my thoughts on the food. I just grabbed my food. I normally don't get the peel and eat shrimp because that seems to be effort, but I'm gonna do it to try it because how often do you actually get to do that? I got the salmon, potato salad, seasonal pasta, mac and cheese, the focaccia, the cornbread, the mashed potatoes, and the children's pizza. Okay, we're trying the peel and eat shrimp. Very good. I just tried the kids' pizza. It does not hold a candle to Goofy's Kitchen's pizza. That stuff was the sleeper hit. This is just theme park pizza. Not a hater, just telling the truth. I just tried the salmon. It's very good. Very good. I would definitely get more of that. Alright, plate number 2. I got the prime rib from the carving station. I got carrots. I got some chicken curry. And I got Tiana's gumbo. So first let's try Tiana's gumbo. As Miss Tiana would say, that's the bee's knees. And it is a little spicy. So I got some rice to go with it, of course. So I need to eat some of that to cool it down because that is a little spicy. Now let's talk about the characters. Disney says the typical characters for 1900 Park Fare may include Aladdin, Cinderella, Mirabel, and Princess Tiana. But of course, character appearances and entertainment are subject to change, and on this night, Aladdin isn't coming around, but Snow White is here in his place. It's my understanding that often Aladdin is the hardest one to find, so don't be surprised if maybe you have one character switched out for another. Now here's just a taste of my interactions with the characters.
Hello!
Mirabel!
Are you on a solo adventure?
Yes, I am.
No, I love that. So you put some thought into your wish.
Well, I was going to ask you because it's a new year.
It's a new year.
What would you be like, what are some of the things you'd be wishing for if you were trying to come up with a new wish for a new year?
A new wish. Well, I want to make sure everyone knows that they are just a special as everyone else. Everyone is. Everyone's unique in their own way. So I think that might be one of my wishes. I want everyone to be able to see that in themselves. So I think that would be a pretty good one.
That would be
a pretty powerful one, though. But I think everyone can do it. You know, I know everyone can do it. I know.
That would be a great wish.
So what about you? What do you think about?
I would love something that includes my family and maybe some fun times. So
some fiestas.
Yes.
Some fiestas.
So
we'll have to bring out the piano for the next one.
Yes.
I'll tell my sister Luisa to start getting on it.
Okay.
We'll make enough space for everyone in the Encanto and the casita, and then maybe you can bring everyone from your Encanto over.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Did you want to get a picture?
Yeah, can we get a picture?
Yes,
Yes, let's do it.
Bring it in.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. So good to see you. All right. We'll see you. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite wonderful. Oh, I see you have a lot of little friends in your shirt too.
Yes.
A lot of woodland friends, I see.
The trouble is there's also a troublemaker on there.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, thankfully she doesn't come by the castle too often.
Oh, good.
And I planted my very own apple tree right by my personalized castle.
Good.
So I can pick my apples fresh before I make
Yes.
my pies.
You gotta be safe. Gotta be safe.
I always have to make Doc's favorite, some apple dumplings. So it's always good to have an apple.
Those are good. And do you still make the gooseberry pies?
Oh, of course, it's Grumpy's favorite, you know. I've even tried some gooseberry jam recently.
Ooh.
That way when I make Doc's favorite, some apple dumplings, Grumpy can dip his right inside of his gooseberry jam.
I love it.
I like to think his little sugar sweetens him up a little bit too.
Yes, I think so. So, quick question.
Yes.
It's a new year. Any ideas of like what are some of the wishes that you're thinking of? Because it's always good to have new wishes.
That's so very true. You know, I always like to have them prepared for whenever I see a wishing well. And I was thinking of maybe wishing for something for one of my little friends. You know, Sleepy, he's been wanting a brand new feather pillow. So I think I might just strip him.
I love that. I love that. Can we get a quick picture? And then I'll...
Please return to your seats.
Oops, gotta turn it around.
Stars ready. Because
Thanks so much.
Thank you so
We'll
very
see you.
much. Have a lovely rest.
Yes, we'll see you.
Hi, how are you doing this lovely evening?
Miss Tiana, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing swell, thank you so much. I see we've been putting in a lot of hard work today, haven't we?
Yes, it was rainy and slick out there, but still made the most of it.
Well, congratulations to you for all your hard work out there.
Yeah, I could have gone for some of the blue skies and sunshine that you like.
Well, of course, I definitely think blue skies and sunshine, but I mean, I think the best thing about it is that when you don't have it, you're even more happy that it's back now, too.
Yes.
But either way, you did it and you made your dream come true.
Yes,
And I
exactly.
see you celebrating with a big old bowl of gumbo.
Yes, I was gonna say it was delicious and a little spicy. I wasn't expecting you. You might have put a little something extra in there.
Well, you know, I'm a gal from New Orleans, so
Yeah.
I like to add a few shots to the basket to my gumbo.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever want to give it a try, you let me know. But I think that's my favorite part about it. You can make it as mild or as spicy as you want, and then of course you can follow up with some good beignets to add the sweetness out.
Yeah, so true, so
Of
true.
course.
All right, and it looks like you've been adventuring out in the bayou today.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I did have to make sure my mama make me a nice outfit just because messing around with those critters out there in the bayou can get a little bit interesting.
Yeah, having a big dress out there probably isn't the.
It's not. I mean, Mama would did make it out of some magical little
Yeah.
bath, but I don't want to be the one to test it. Close.
Yes, yes. All right, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks so much,
Well, you're
Tiana. So good
welcome.
to see you.
Congratulations again. Have so much fun celebrating.
Yes, yeah, it was pretty exciting. So thanks so much. We'll see ya.
Bye now.
Hello, how are you doing?
Lots of fun, you.
Wonderful.
We had a very early morning in the kingdom.
Yes, I was running through the castle so early. It was a little rainy out there, but still very fun to be there when it's very quiet and no one else
Of
around.
course, like stepping into the fairy tale, right?
Yes, yes. So
And we can't let something like a little rain ruin all of our fun. can we?
no, that's so true. Because I was gonna let it get me down, but then it was a great time. So you can't let it get in the way.
That's a few memories to take home with you as well.
Yes,
Yes, and hopefully both of you were slippers, right?
I got them both. I did see one person lose a shoe along the way. Yeah, so that was yeah. So yes. My quick question is: it's a new year. I'm trying to think of some new wishes. Any tips on new wishes to wish for?
It can be very hard to think of a wish for yourself. Sometimes it's best to think of a wish for someone else.
I love
I wish
it.
for my dog Bruno to get along with Lucifer this
Okay,
year.
that's a good one. Can we get a picture together?
Would be lovely.
Let's do this. Thank you so much. So
course,
good to
enjoy
see
your
you.
evening in the
Yes.
kingdom.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Highness.
you.
So they gave us this card with all the characters' signatures on it, and on the back you're supposed to write your wishes, and then they'll have a wishing ceremony later.
I say we're ready to begin.
Just follow my lead and let your conscience be your guide. Now, everybody, take hold of your wishing star. Look at what you wrote and remember it. Oh, don't worry if you haven't written anything yet. All you gotta do is think of a wish. It can be as simple as a feeling. Like loud now. Repeat after me. I wish my wish. As wish makers do. And believe in myself. To make it come true. Beautifully done.
One thing to note, and that's kind of interesting here, is the characters only come to your table one time, and they do spend plenty of time with you when they're here, but they also have kind of the attendant to make sure that all 4 characters have visited, so it's not like most character breakfasts or meals where you can see they just keep coming around however long. It seems like the restaurant itself is fully turning over right now as far as all the tables, so it seems like they kind of have a first seating and maybe a second seating and maybe a third or whatever, where the characters do a full rotation. Pretty much everyone leaves at that point because they've been here for an hour, hour and a half, and then they bring in all new guests. So just something to note, so when the characters come by, make sure to spend time with them. Grand Floridian Financer, lemon blueberry cheesecake, fudge brownie, chocolate chip cookie, warm chocolate cake. Fruits, Grand Floridian strawberry soup, cookies, vanilla cupcake, toasted coconut cake, gummy candies, Rice Krispie treats, alright, I got my desserts. First I'm going to try the famous Grand Floridian strawberry soup. It tastes like a strawberry milkshake, just put in a bowl. So, can't go wrong with that. And this one is called the Grand Floridian Financier. So we're going to try that. Good. It's got some like meringue on the top and a lemony inside. These all look very cute and they're very good to look at, but I think they taste even better than they look, so that's a good thing. So for an adult dinner, this is a pricier one. Keep in mind you're getting 4 face characters and the food was all very high quality, but for dinner it was $69 with tax at $73.49. And for dinner, the price for children 3 to 9 is $44 per child plus tax and gratuity. Overall, I was very impressed. The food here is a cut above your typical Disney buffet. It's delicious, fresh, and met my expectations for a higher price point. The character interactions were all excellent. If meeting Mirabel or Tiana is on your must-do list, this spot beats waiting in those endless lines at the park. Now here's one catch. Dining here on a park day eats into your theme park time. My pro tip, kick off your trip with dinner here on your very first night of the trip, before you enter the parks. That will set the Disney magic in motion and save you that precious time in the parks. Or you could save this meal for your very last day when you're headed out before you head home. Bonus, breakfast is easier on the wallet at $58 per adult and $37 per child, plus tax and gratuity. So what's your take? Have you tried 1900 Park Fare? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you haven't, tell me, is this a hit or a skip for your family? If this review helped you plan your next Disney adventure, smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button too. My mission is always to help make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all again real soon.